is a Bramble Jam podcast. It's Friday, the 13th of November, and you should take the day off.
What are you playing, peekaboo?
No, I was a scared passenger in a car.
I'm driving the world's biggest Mack truck.
Well, that worked out because I'm scared.
We planned it beforehand.
Sure did.
Friday.
Welcome to Friday, everybody. You did it. Friday the 13th.
Spooky times.
Spooky times. You thought the season was over. It's not. It's Friday the 13th.
No.
Do you believe in the Friday the 13th?
No, it's ridiculous. When I was in school, all these teachers would be like, it's a full moon, you know, kids are going to be worse. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all. But teachers believe it, so you just let them. You just go, oh, yeah.
Teachers sometimes just say the darndest things.
Don't they?
I'd watch that show.
Yeah. Teachers say the darndest things. I think you'd probably get most of them fired.
Yeah, that's so true. It is an exciting day today, everybody. We're going to get to that in just a second. But the biggest reason I think I'm so excited is because Marley Johansson, who you know, of the Johanssons, she has been holding out from joining Bramble Jam Plus since the beginning of this show.
Did she join?
She just joined.
Wow.
Marley joined. Marley joined.
Time.
And I know you know this too, but Marley, we've gotten so many emails from people that have said, once Marley joins, I'm in.
Yes.
So today is the day.
Marley's in, guys.
Everyone who's been holding out for Marley
is in.
Marley's in.
Now
she signed up. We would send you proof, but that's we can't do that because of proof, like credit card numbers and stuff. We above board in that regard. But just take our word for it. Marley's on. So join Bramble Jam Plus today. Be better than Marley. Don't delay.
Be better than Marley. Don't delay.
That's exactly right. Hey, today is a Sadie Hawkins Day.
The Sadie Hawkins Day.
Take the day off. You are not going to believe this. Mm-hmm. When I was in high school, sophomore year, we had the Sadie Hawkins dance. Was coming up quick. It was fall time.
Still did those in 2007.
It was crisp-ish. In Titusville, Florida, and by crisp-ish I mean it was like 70. And I had my eye on some females that I was interested in. Didn't really know how to talk to them, and stuff like that. And Sadie Hawkins' dance was coming up. And all of those girls were beginning to ask other guys. You know, Sadie Hawkins dance, girls ask guys.
It's always a surprise.
It's nothing better. And so, I was just going to sit this one out. Right. No girls asking me. And suddenly, Clara Miley. Her dad owned Miley's Ford.
Miley's Ford.
Down the street. On US 1. And she came up to me. Now Clara Miley wasn't the most popular girl.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know her, but she came up to me and I thought she was going to ask me to the Sadie Hawkins Day. But
Did you say you're smooth? Good with talking?
I would say that, but she did not. She just said Dan knows about Sadie Hawkins Day, and she walked off.
Did you know any Dans at the time?
I did not know at the time the consequences of that line until I woke up this morning and saw it was Sadie Hawkins Day, and I was like, it is all making sense now. Only if you actually do know about that.
I do in fact. And it dates back to the famous puppeteer Sadie Hawkins. She was a marionette puppeteer, so she would design these wooden puppets, and she would hold the strings from above and make sure they all acted together in plays. She had a very famous group of marionettes called the Skeepers Gang. And the Skeepers Gang, actually, it was a puppet reenactment of robbing banks. It wasn't huge with the children. The adults didn't like it either. But the one bank robbery of the Skeepers gang that was very successful involved the girl in the gang, Margaret Skeeper, going to the will and trust of the Austin Will and Trust and asking for all the money from the bank manager, who is a guy, and the girl asking the guy for all of the money became known as a Sadie Hawkins move. So anytime there was a bank robbery, they'd be like, oh, they pulled a Sadie Hawkins if the girl was robbing the bank. And then that, as bank robberies went out of style, as they do, kind of veered more towards just dances or just girls asking guys for anything. And that was the Sadie Hawkins dance. And that became, obviously, National Sadie Hawkins Day. There's the end of it. Skeepers and the gang. There it is.
It actually originated from High's greeting cards.
Highs.
H-I-S. Highs.
H-I-S, like his?
H-I-apostrophe-S greeting cards in association with 1, 2, 3 greetings. A huge collections of just about any daily calendar event imaginable. And that's kind of how it happened and how it came to be.
Okay.
But the day originated with Sadie Hawkins. Do you know Sadie Hawkins?
I just told you.
Well, okay.
Skeepers.
It all began with a cartoon in the 1930s by Al Capps.
Puppets, cartoon, same thing.
Called Lil Abner's Cartoon. Lil Abner's Cartoon.
Lil Abner.
Lil Abner.
No, Lil Abner.
Lil Sebastian.
Lil Sebastian.
And in the cartoon series, the mayor of a city called Dogpatch was desperate to marry off his ugly daughter. So he created Sadie Hawkins Day. And on this day, a race was held where all the single men were given a short head start, and then all the single ladies, including the mayor's daughter, chased the boys. If a girl caught the boy, he had to marry her.
Wow.
In Lil Abner's cartoon. And that eventually...
If he liked it, he put a ring on it.
That's exactly right. And eventually, Sadie Hawkins dances became a thing.
Yeah.
And the girls asked the guy. It was always a surprise. And Reliant K wrote a song.
Do you like my sweater?
Do you like my sweater?
That's right.
And the rest is history.
As
now.
it is.
And so that's kind of why we're celebrating this day.
Fantastic.
Is all thanks to Al Capps' Lil Abner.
Lil Abner.
Lil Abner.
Man. The question's a good one, too.
The question is a good one. Listen, what if you could go back in time and really tell that crush of yours something?
Yeah.
Sadie Hawkins, have your pick of them.
Have your pick of
them.
The dances, the crushes?
The crushes. Okay. Just, really lay it out there.
Yeah.
Today is Sadie Hawkins Day. The girls are going to ask the guys, or just, I guess I should say the listeners of Take the Day Off are going to ask their crushes.
That's right.
They're going to tell them how they feel. We're going to lay it all out there. I'm very excited about this. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll read those letters here on Take the Day Off. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sadie Hawkins Day. Day. I don't know. I don't know what you should do.
It's a day to take off. I can tell you that.
Take it off and
go celebrate.
Yeah. If you're single, maybe put yourself out there.
Now, when you ask people to write a letter to their childhood crush, some people wrote a letter to the crush that was like in the room with them or in the classroom with them, and some people wrote a crush to celebrities.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I think my first childhood crush might have been Kelly Kapowski.
Really?
Saved by the Bell. Yeah. Yeah. Like I was like 8, 9 when I started watching that show. Like, I was young, and that was, Kelly Kapowski was a big fan.
Hot goings.
Kelly Kapowski.
Big ones.
Kissing big ones. Yeah.
I think my first crush was in like the 4th grade. And her name was Lily McCotter. Her dad actually did own the Ford dealership.
Highway 1.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
And but she was dating Justin.
Dating Justin.
She
jaded Dustin.
They kissed Justin by the swing sets, and I figured there's no future there.
You love me Do you want to be my
friend?
And
I don't know where either her or Justin is today. They are married.
Maybe they are.
As far, in my mind, as a fourth grader, they're definitely married.
I got you. Man, we got some great answers.
What do we have?
Dan Higgins redeeming himself from the disaster that was the buttery nipple yesterday. Dear Kristen, you rebuffed my affections in the 4th grade. Good call. Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, that's
Dan,
fair.
Bringing it home.
Julie says, Dear childhood crush, this probably comes as a shock to you because I never gave you any indication that I had a crush on you. Somehow it didn't occur to me that I would have to interact with you if I wanted you to like me too. Thanks for not being terrible. Amen.
Yeah.
Childhood crush.
Jennifer Hartshorn in a Garth Brooks voice. Dear crush, sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. Some of God's greatest gifts are all too often unanswered.
Anna says, I was a child of the 90s, and my sister wrote Freddie Prinze Jr. a love letter.
Yeah.
After seeing the classic, She's All That.
Yeah.
It basically said that he's the best actor of all time. He is not.
He is not.
And she received a response with his headshot. If only I could have been so brave.
Wow.
Anna, you could be. Today's
Freddie Prinze, and it's Prinze, not Prince, but he
is it really?
Yes, it's Prinze. But
everyone thinks it's Prince, though, right?
I didn't think so.
Really?
But maybe I'm wrong because
I always
know
thought
that
it was
Z. I bet the house on that. But the fact that Freddie Prinze would send a headshot back, do you think he had like his agent just have a bunch of those made out and just sent back so girls could think they got something important?
Yes.
That makes more sense.
I always thought it was Prince. No, you're right. It's Prince. How about that?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Do you say Prince?
You just say Freddie. You say it quick. You don't go Prince. You just go Freddie Prinze Jr. And it sounds a lot like Prince.
How about that?
Yeah.
Nicole said, Dear Speed Racer, dump Trixie and we'll go for a ride in the Mach 5
The Mach 5 together. It's a Speed Racer bit.
It's a Speed Racer.
Shelby says, I'm still friends with my elementary school crush, so a letter feels awkward.
Ooh.
Totally get it. Understand. Andy, Dear Will Wheaton, I loved every Wesley Crusher-centric episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. Because of this, you were the first boy I had pictures of on my wall. Man, watching Star Trek Next Gen as a kid, that's what I'm talking about.
That's really interesting. I watched a documentary on child actors. Will Wheaton was in it. Will Wheaton really regrets doing Star Trek because of how much crap he got on the show. Because everyone just hated him.
Yeah, people.
But not Andy.
Not Andy.
Will. I know life has been a tough, child actor, but Andy had a crush on you.
That's right. So it's all better.
It's all better there.
Dawn says, Dear Doogie, your name is dumb, but you're a teenage doctor, so you probably aren't dumb. I think we are meant for each other. Love, Dawn. Doogie Howser. And Doogie, I mean, come on, Neil Patrick Harris, but Dawn, I don't think he's that into you.
Aaron said, Dear Jimmy, wicked sorry.
Wicked sorry.
Wicked sorry.
Boston crushes.
Wicked sorry. Wicked sorry.
That's right. Last one for me, Lori. Hi, remember me? Was so sad to hear about your recent divorce. I'm still single. Oh boy.
Lori, I feel like there could be something there.
Coming in hot.
I think there could be something there, Lori. I would say, depending on how recent, maybe pump the brakes a tad. Maybe don't do it today, but I would like to hear an update, Lori, on that because I think
go for it.
Now is the time. And I would just say, Michael said, Dear Jessica, I was the one. You blew it.
Oh. Still the one I want to, the one that I belong to.
We did it, everybody. Congratulations. Take this day off. Tell somebody you love them that you've never told before, or just don't. I don't know.
Tell someone you love them that you... What? You say that again? You want to...
Tell someone...
Take the day off. Call up somebody you've never said I love you to, and just tell them that.
Yeah. Can you imagine being someone and getting a phone call from someone and they've never told you that they loved you? And you answer the phone and they're just like, hey, I was listening to Take the Day Off today. Fran encouraged me. Give you a call, tell you that I love you. Thank you. Question for Monday. What is the best fast food chain?
Oh, I've got opinions.
The best fast food chain. We're going to get to that. On Monday, we're going to leave you this week, as we always do, with a Palaha from our good friend Chris Palaha, actor extraordinaire from future things such as Wonder Woman.
1984,
maybe. Jurassic World, maybe. 3, I guess, Jurassic World 3. I don't know.
Yeah, Dominion.
Called. Dominion, that's what it's called?
Dominion, yes.
And, of course, the Mystery 101 series.
Yeah,
I think that's
the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries channel.
Really are digging.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Chris, for always being on the line, always being willing. And Tracy, thanks for not blowing it. Every day, she just
rock solid.
I do want to say, if the connection is good today, it will be a full week of perfect Palahakus.
Wow.
So
no pressure, Trace.
No pressure, Trace.
Here we go. Cue up that Palahaku.
Have a great weekend. Whoa!
TikTok teens dance as if everything is cool. Birthing pains of change. Have a great day, everyone.
Did he just rain on every teenager's parade?
He managed to work in TikTok and birthing pains.
He just become a grumpy old man?
He is a grumpy old man, but he salutes.
He's a hot one.
What?
You heard me.
Sadie Hawkins Day.